Welcome to the Shinn Centre in Tenerife. Today we're going to take a look through some of the boards here that I use for surfing. This is the board that I use most in the waves. It's 5'11", 17.5 wide, and it's set up in a standard 3-fin thruster configuration. This board is made with a high-density PVC core and laminated in epoxy resin. It gives a very, very durable board. Maybe a little stiff, but it's very durable and it withstands strapless riding very good. I tend to use a front pad and a rear pad on this board, as I find that the wax moves very quickly and I have to re-wax the board pretty much once every hour if I'm riding it. And as this is the board that I ride most, I'd rather ride it with a pad. Most of my boards are set up with the FCS fin plug system. There's two reasons I like this fin system. One, it's very easy for travelling, and two, you have a huge selection of fins to choose from FCS. The other really nice thing about FCS is no matter where you go in the world, if you break or lose a fin, you can buy more. It's very convenient for travelling. The whole shape of this board has a single concave that goes flat just around here towards the tail of the board into a very, very slight V in the back. And for me, this represents the best compromise in board shape. It's smooth and cuts through the water good, but when you turn it, the V is working really good to make it snappy. The rails on this board are pretty similar to that of a standard surfboard. They go from very, very soft and tucked through the center of the board into a very, very sharp, hard release edge at the back. The other thing that's quite different about this board from a standard surfboard is that it's very narrow for its length. A standard surfboard of around 6 foot, you could expect a width of around 18.5, 18.75 inches. This board is 17.5 inches wide. Because you don't have to paddle the board into the wave, because you're using the kite to pull you in, a narrower board lets you be more aggressive in your turns and also carry more speed through your off the lips. I prefer, for general all-round riding, a narrower board. You'll notice that in the outline of this board, it goes very straight towards the tail here. This means that when you're pushing really hard in the bottom turn and you're off the lip, you get a lot more grip from the board. The downside is when the waves get bigger, it gets very, very hard to control. This is a board that I would use in most conditions found in Europe. Use it in onshore winds, strong or light, small waves, up to overhead waves. It's very snappy, it's turning really good, it has a lot of grip. It's perfect for everyday conditions. If I had to take one board on a trip with me, it would be this one for sure.
Moving